my name is April and I'm a real estate agent here in the East Valley. And today I want to talk about a few things every seller should know before putting their home on the market. And I'm not talking about the obvious things like decluttering, painting, cleaning, or getting your home photo ready. Those things matter, but there are some decisions that can really affect your bottom line and how smoothly the sale goes. Let's jump right into it. The first thing is knowing your bottom line. One of the things a lot of sellers focus on is the sales price, but that isn't always the price that you're going to end up walking away with. To factor in your mortgage payoff, seller concessions, closing costs, repairs or credits, and other costs that could be associated with the sale. Another thing is knowing what you're willing to negotiate on. Would you be willing to offer concessions towards the buyer's closing costs? Would you be willing to make repairs or offer just a credit instead? And how flexible would you be on the closing date? It's a really good idea to think about those things before you are in the middle of an offer. And remember, the highest offer is not always the best offer. A slightly lower offer may have better financing, fewer contingencies, a better closing timeline, or fewer requests from the buyer. So you really want to look at the full offer, not just the purchase price. Another thing is to keep the appraisal in mind. If the buyer is having to finance the home may need to be appraised for the agreed upon price. So even if you receive a really high offer, you want to think about whether that price is supported by the market. Another big one is don't automatically start spending money on a bunch of upgrades. Sometimes sellers assume they need new flooring, countertops, new paint, but that money does not always come back to you. Sometimes the better decision is just to leave that stuff alone and price accordingly. So hopefully, if you are thinking about selling your home, this was really helpful to you and gave you some things to think about before putting your home on the market. And if you have any questions along the way, I am always happy to help.